If you want to understand what's going on in Iran, you need to understand that the situation now is existential for the Iranian regime. They can't compete against the US and Israel militarily, so instead they're striking back with the biggest weapon they have, closing the Strait of Hormuz. This is the world's most important oil choke point, by far, making this the largest energy supply disruption ever. This narrow stretch of water forms the entrance to the Persian Gulf, with Iran's shoreline on one side. The strait is so important because fully 20% of the world's crude oil and 20% of the world's liquefied natural gas flows through the Strait of Hormuz on its way out to customers. Today, Iran is preventing most ships from going through the strait by attacking more than 20 ships in the Persian Gulf area so far. Ships carrying crude oil and fuels, and even container ships carrying other goods. It was entirely predictable that Iran would use the economic weapon of blocking the Strait of Hormuz once it was backed against the wall militarily. And now we're all left with dealing with the consequences. Iran doesn't need a lot of military might to cause a huge disruption in the global economy, as we're seeing right now. The amount of crude oil the world has lost due to the blockage is large, even larger than in the oil embargoes in the 1970s that led to long lines at gasoline stations. Global oil prices are up by more than $40 a barrel. Here in the United States, gasoline prices are up by more than 75 cents. I would expect these to go up further if the closure of the strait continues. Many countries are beginning to use oil stockpiled in reserves to make up for some of the loss. But there's no policy solution to a supply disruption this big. The only real solution is to get the strait open again. That will be nearly impossible without an end to the military campaign. Iran is likely to keep using its economic weapon for as long as it feels it needs to. To learn more about this crisis and its global implications, visit brookings.edu.